Tonight, you need to make the most of your chances. Both of these teams are terrific on the glass.
Yeah, I'm curious if either side can get the edge in that department. They both have been so consistent when it comes to rebounding.
And that's going to be an interesting line to follow tonight, guys. You have to think that whoever gets the edge on the boards is going to be in control of the game.
Now here's Iriafen.
Shoots over Jones.
Outside Citron.
Clock is at 3. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Here's Howard.
The basket good off the assist from Alicia Gray.
And even against stiff interior defense, Howard stays committed. She never even thought about giving up on the play.
Iriafen with the ball.
Guarded by Jones.
Citron.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Outside Canada. Pass to Howard. And it's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and she'll go to the line.
The number 1 pick in the 2022 draft, Ryan Howard has had a great start to her career.
Yeah, winning Rookie of the Year, and she's been at about 17 points per game over her first 3 seasons. Howard's provided a serious scoring punch, and she's only getting better, guys.
And during the last couple of offseason, Ryan Howard has worked as a D1 assistant coach.
Yeah, others might play overseas, maybe in that new 3-on-3 league. Howard's been coaching in a major conference. What a great experience for Ryan.
Pass to Citron. Here's Iriafen.
And that one drops.
Oh, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And here's Canada. Outside Howard. Drills the three-pointer.
I love Howard's decision-making offensively, especially off the catch right there.
Outside Citron.
There's the triple. And Jones pulls it down. Atlanta with the ball. A 4-point game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
A younger player who loves to learn and loves to improve. I don't think it's crazy to say that Gray will be unstoppable when she develops a consistent long ball.
Pass to Iriafen.
Shoots over Jones.
Shot by Iriafen, no good.
Outside Canada.
And here's Reese.
Now Jones. Howard. Out to Gray. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebounded by the Mystics.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Iriafen. Covered by Iriafen.
And here in the first, 3 minutes in. Pass to Gray.
Now it's Reese. Brianna Jones draws the double.
For 3, Ryan Howard. Atlanta gets it back. The tray. Misses that one. She's made one and missed 2 shots this game. Scott, guarded by Howard. A rebound by Ryan Howard. Atlanta in the lead. Outside Canada.
Pass to Reese.
Here's Jones.
That's in, coming off an assist from Ryan Howard.
These inside looks are what Jones is all about, and she knows how to outwork the defense.
And here's Iriafen.
Guarded by Jones. Outside Canada. For 3, Ryan Howard. Out to Gray.
Reese.
Outside Howard.
Back to Reese.
This one for 3.
And it's Iriafen with the rebound.
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
Pass to Citron. Scott. Citron left side.
The three-pointer is on target.
You know, some players you can give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here is Canada. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Gray outside. Back to Canada. Fires the three. To Howard. From the arc. In the basket for the fourth time from the field, and she is a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, when Howard is knocking down threes, Ryan is unguardable.
And the Mystics missed the playoffs by 1 game last year, a heartbreaker. So what do they need to do to improve?
Well, I'm looking at the 3 categories they finished last in: rebounding, turnovers, and free throws made. All 3 of those have to get better this season if they want to get to the postseason.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play opportunity. 1 free throw coming up.
Well, it was quite the arrival to the WNBA for Angel Reese, already a top rebounder.
So rare to have a rookie lead the league in a major category like rebounding, but Reese did. Her offensive rebounding is especially key. Angel creates so many second chance opportunities.
And the free throw, no good.
Lots of fantastic players in this league, no doubt about it. But who do you consider the most versatile?
I'll go with Nafisa Collier. She pretty much fills it up everywhere on the stat sheet, whether it's points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. Collier gives you everything.
And you mentioned those numbers. I mean, she's been a defensive player of the year as well. You know, Collier can guard or play basically every position. Nafisa Collier is a superstar with serious versatility.
Well, when you look at all the different ways that Howard can score from all 3 levels, you just imagine that there's going to be many, many nights like this from her.
Citron for 3.
Buries the long-range jumper.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Howard. She's got 13. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Clearly, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one.
I know it's early, Tim, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something changes quickly.
Absolutely.
Outside Citron.
From past the arc.
They get the rebound.
Bangs home the trifecta.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Now here's Pow Pow.
D right on her. For 3, Ryan Howard.
That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow Pow.
Well, Howard is a big-time scorer, so you just knew she wanted those 3 points back.
Pass to Citron.
For 3. And another 3 for Washington.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Gray.
Pow Pow.
Jones outside. On the wing, Ryan Howard. And the dream, another 3.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
Pass to Iriafen. Iriafen a screen. Here's Citron.
Again, the Mystics score.
Neither team can miss early on. I don't know how long they can keep this up.
Offensively, at least. Neither team's done jack on D yet.
That's fine with me.
Now here's Howard. She's got 21. Here's Jones. And the rebound goes to the Mystics.
Pass to Citron. Now here's Onyenwere. Reese defending.
From downtown, and another three for Washington.
Yeah, nice pass by Onyenwere, leads to the hoop.
Atlanta in the lead. Gray outside. Now Howard. On the wing, Ryan Howard. They swipe it.
Pass to Onyenwere. Here's Citron. Screen by Citron. On the wing, Kiki Iriafen.
2 on the clock. The shot's good. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's the Dream. They're up by 3. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
Lots of running to start the game here.
It's a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition.
Here's Pow Pow for 3. And it's Iriafen with the rebound.
The Mystics trailing.
Citron left side.
Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Misses that one. She's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Pass to Pow Pow.
Stolen away. And the Mystics on the break. It's rebounded by Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play. Pass to Kone. Shot clock at 5. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Austin. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Jones inside.
Defended by Citron.
And it's Austin with the rebound.
Citron left side.
Pass to Austin. They set the pick.
And here's Iriafen.
The shot is good, and so is her shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The plan worked perfectly that possession. Get it inside, get the high percentage shot.
Now here's Pow Pow.
Jones.
Covered by Iriafen.
Here's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Such a sharp shooter. That's almost a layup for her. So wide open.
And for this Atlanta team, it's been a long time since they've won a playoff series.
More than a decade at this point. 2013 was their last series win. 2018, their last year, over 500. So Dream fans are hungry for a winner.
You know, she's not going to force anything on offense. Austin plays within the flow of the game, takes smart shots.
Pass to Jones. Here's Kone. Just 5 to shoot. No good with the triple. And here's Washington. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And here's Austin.
Citron for three. Offensive rebound. Here's Iriafin. Outside for Citron. Up top, Iriafin.
Second shot opportunity. And she sinks the layup. And it's all knotted up.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
And the Dream call time here.
Both teams will make substitutions. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Gray outside. The Dream again can't hit. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Astonian Wade.
Over Gray. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Dream on offense. They've led by as many as 11 points. The three. She makes that one drop, only her second in 5 goes.
They set her up. Gray always looking to shoot it.
Astonian Wade.
And there's the pick. Now Austin. And so she earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
You have to respect the determination that Shakira Austin brings to the court. She plays extremely hard and will not back down from any matchup.
First free throw is good.
First round pick back in 2022. What do you like about Shakira Austin's game, Brian?
Well, I love how she uses her length to her advantage. She's 6'5" and doesn't jack up a bunch of threes. Her goal is to own the paint and be physical down low.
Both good at the line.
During the 2025 draft, the Mystics took 3 players in the top 6.
Oh, what a base going forward. Sania Citron went to third, a very skilled wing, the 4th overall pick they had as well. Kiki Iriafin, a dynamic, explosive big. And they also got a point guard, Georgia Amore, with the 6th overall pick.
Astonian Wade.
Now here's Austin.
Outside Citron.
Shot clock at 6. She drains it in as the shot clock ticks down.
She had that burst on the first step, right to the rim.
Up top, Jones. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3.
A tough customer. Jones almost invites contact around the rim.
Pass to Citron. Onion Wade.
Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Gray outside. Jones, guarded by Austin. Shakira Austin with the block. Gray defending. Pass to Austin. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, you just can't give her that kind of position in the post.
When she gets in that good of a position, it's just so hard to stop her.
Jones outside. Outside Howard. The three is up.
The offensive rebound. Reese.
Another shot. That one goes. Count it.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Citron shot is good.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Gray. Shakira Austin with the block.
Well, her teammates, her coaches love it. Austin, big-time rejection. Give credit where credit's due. Terrific assist inside.
So it's Washington now.
Here's Citron. Here's Onion Wade.
Beyond the arc. And the Mystics hit again from deep.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
For three, Ryan Howard. Reese gets the bucket.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebounding, effort.
Pass to Austin.
Citron.
Off target with the three. Jones outside. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field, and she's taken only 6 shots.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Austin, guarded by Jones. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a 3-point play.
Check out Austin overcoming the foul and insisting on getting her shot to fall.
So both teams making some changes here. The Dream Trail.
Outside Reese.
Pass to Gray.
Hillman.
Outside Howard. Over to the wing. Just 4 to shoot.
Picked by Reese.
For 3, Jordan Canada drains the three-pointer.
Well, the arc isn't Canada's preferred shooting location, but she does have the touch to make it work.
Guarded by Canada.
And here's Citron.
Pass to Austin. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Making her living in the lane. Shakira Austin, good luck slowing her down.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gray
Defended by Citron.
lets the 3 fly. Gray, no good. The Mystics leading.
Now Citron. Iriafin with the ball.
She's got 8. Puts up a 3.
And Sonia Citron, good for 3.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Mystics on top, up 4. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Well, there's no way around it. Ryan Howard has been sensational.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
Well, with the amount of emphasis on three-point shooting in this league, we see less and less two-big lineups.
Pace and space are the name of the game. You got to have a very fluid set of bigs to run 2 at a time.
And across the globe, looking at different women's and men's basketball leagues and international competitions, that seems to be the trend for every single top league. Basketball has changed, and the WNBA has adjusted with everybody else.
And Howard continues to deliver on the offensive end. The defense is lost. They don't know what to do.
Pass to Iriafen.
Scott, guarded by Howard. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gray outside. Jones, covered by Iriafen. Now here's Howard. Fires for 3. Here's Reese. Makes it off the glass. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played.
Outside Citron. That's in. Coming off an assist from Kiki Iriafen.
That's the area where they'd like all their shots to come from.
And here's Canada. Pass to Howard. Canada goes up from the top of the key.
And it's Iriafen with the rebound.
And Washington has possession. They lead by 1.
Outside Citron. Here's Iriafen.
5 to shoot. Guarded by Canada.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese. And last year, the Dream made the playoffs for the second straight season.
Yeah, remember they missed 4 straight postseasons before that. So Atlanta, I would say, is headed in the right direction. The addition of Ryan Howard was a huge reason why. Well, Howard just sees the floor so well, and the good thing is that over time, her court vision is only going to get better.
And we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
It's Sonia Citron on the wing. Iriafen a screen. Citron for 3.
Count it. With that bucket, she is now 9 for 15 from the floor.
Threes going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Now here's Jones. 8 points for her. Gray right side. chance for the three-point play.
Kiki Iriafin picks one up. Well, after spending her first 8 seasons in Connecticut, Brianna Jones has a new home.
Yeah, what a run it was for her with the Sun. Didn't start a game until her 4th year there, but ended up making 3 All-Star games. She was a huge part of 2 finals teams.
And that one misses.
And one of the most improved players in the WNBA, Brianna Jones.
Well, you look at her first 3 years, Jones averaged just about 3 points per game. But in that wobble, 2020 down in Bradenton, she got a chance to play more, put up 11 per game. And now, since then, has multiple All-Star appearances.
Now here is Canada.
Pass to Reese.
Howard.
Picked by Reese.
Right side, Howard. Jones.
Now it's Reese. From deep, Alicia Gray. And it's Iriafin with the rebound.
Takes the three. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Pass to Canada. Outside Howard. Back to Jones.
And it's Iriafin with the rebound.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Now Onion Wade. Reese defending. Now here's Iriafin.
Guarded closely. And it's in. The Dream Trail. Here's Canada. Pass to Howard. The pick by Jones. Gray outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Oh, no. See, those are the kind of errors that can make or break you in a game like this, and it'll drive your coach crazy.
And the Mystics making a change here. Now Canada.
Atlanta calls timeout. Well, this season, we have the Golden State Valkyries, and it's the first expansion team since Atlanta in the late 2000s.
Yeah, and soon the WNBA will expand to Canada with the Toronto Tempo starting play next year. Plus, we got the rebirth of the Portland franchise.
Hey, those are 2 basketball-crazed areas joining the fold. Personally, I'm really excited for the Seattle-Portland rivalry to be renewed.
Jones with it. She's got 10. For 3, Ryan Howard drains it from beyond the arc. Washington trailing. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
She put that lead pass on a platter for her.
And here's Canada. Pass to Howard. Let's go with a 3. The shot, no good.
Now here's Iriafin.
For 3, it's good from long range.
She is feeling it, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Canada. Pass to Howard. To the paint. Here's Jones. No can do. It's off for the 5th time in 10 attempts. Now on Wade. There's a screen. Off target from 3-point range. Pass to Gray. Sweet move.
That's in there. Angel Reese with the assist.
Well, quite simply, Alicia Gray is a bucket. She'll find ways to score all over the floor.
To the middle. Lets it go. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And so here's Atlanta. Outside Canada. Pass to Howard. Canada. Back to Howard. Clock at 6. Outside Canada. On the wing, Alicia Gray. And she's good on the 3-ball. And that makes it a tie ball game.
What a smart feed by Canada. She's got a great eye for finding those ready shooters.
And the Mystics call time here. For the Washington Mystics, it feels like they're starting a youth movement.
Yeah, they traded Ariel Atkins to Chicago, got the 3rd overall pick. This is a very young roster. They want to build around those 3 top 6 picks they drafted in 2025.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Austin. Iriafin. Five on the clock.
It's Sonia Citron on the wing.
But she stays with it. Now Austin. They set the screen. Now Iriafin. 6 on the shot clock. From 8 feet away, she drops it in.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Pass to Pow Pow.
For the lead. And the rebound goes to the Mystics.
Iriafin a screen.
Gets number 9 to fall, and she's only taken 10 shots. The Dream on offense, trailing by 4. Back to Gray. From outside the arc. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And add another 3-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Now here's Citron.
Iriafin.
Up top, Citron.
Over Pow Pow. Here's Iriafin. Through the net again. She's done that 10 times tonight, and she's only needed 11 shots to get there. Tries the spin move.
Pass to Pow Pow.
Knocks it loose.
And stolen by Citron.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. The Mystics on top, up by 5. And we're coming back right after this break to get the 4th quarter started. Okay, 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far.
There's the three. The rebound by Hillman. The Dream trail. Defended by Citron. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jones. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Mystics. Out to the wing. Now Citron. Just before the shot clock expires.
Unstoppable offense for both teams. I love the pace of this game.
Yeah, the pace is only picking up the deeper we get into this game. This has absolutely been a fun one to watch.
Here's Kune. Jones inside, covered by Iriafin. And that one's good. Jones.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
It's Sonia Citron on the wing. Screen by Austin. Citron for three. It's rebounded by Kune.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Nice dish from Austin. What a team player.
Pass to Kone. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Launches a three. Cans it from downtown.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. The Mystics with the lead. Pass to Iriafin. Onion Wade. From the top of the key. Good! Nothing but net. And Atlanta has possession. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Hillman, guarded by Austin. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Alicia Gray. That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow Pow.
That three puts them well within striking distance, guys. She's had that shot working for her tonight.
You bet she has. I mean, look, the triple has just been her bread and butter in this ball game.
Back to Austin. Right side, Citron. Pass to Iriafin. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. Now Austin. Now here's Citron. Guarded by Pow Pow. It's good.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Back to Gray. The three. Rebounded by the Mystics. Onion Wade with it. And it's Jones picking her up. Pass to Iriafin. Austin. Buries it from three-point range.
She might not have the long-range ability of some other players in this league, but she'll knock down open ones like that.
And here's Pow Pow. The pick by Jones. From deep. And it's Austin with the rebound.
You can't let your ego run on offense, and you could see she really wanted to answer that made three with a three of her own.
And the ball out of play, the Dream will have it. Both teams deciding to change it up.
And here the Dream. 9-point game. Pass to Jones. Reese. Gray outside. That one falls. A great assist by Angel Reese.
Well, it's just what she does. Gray, she just scores points, providing a punch tonight, getting it done.
Now Iriafen. And again, it's Washington converting.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Now here's Gray. Soft touch off the glass.
The handles. Gray turning up, wowing this crowd and wowing us.
Pass to Iriafen. It's intercepted. Here's Gray. She gets that one.
Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
The Mystics on offense. They lead by 4. Now here's Citron. Iriafen. Outside for Citron. Shot clock at 3. Over Pow Pow. Hits the front of the rim and out.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Back to Reese. Jones. From deep, Alicia Gray. And it's Iriafen with the rebound.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Onion Wade. Gray defending. Pass to Citron. 3-pointer. And another miss by Washington. The Dream trail. Now Pow Pow. Gray outside. Shoots the 3. It's not going to go for her. So it's Washington now. Onion Wade inside. Working on Jones. Pass to Citron. Down low. It's stolen. Outside Reese. Shot's good by Jones.
Such a dependable player. Jones getting the ball in the big moments, ready to deliver.
And the Mystics call time here. And the Dream making a change here. To Iriafen. Shot to stop the drought. That one falls through. It's her 6th make from the floor this game, and now 6 for 10.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Howard, that's good.
Absolutely fearless offensively. Howard knows her team is counting on her, so she gets it done.
Pass to Iriafen. To the inside. Here's Onion Wade. Count it. Good.
Prime-time play from a prime-time player. Onion Wade with some huge points.
And so here's Atlanta, trailing by 4.
with the step back. Here's Howard. Banked in off the glass.
What a big shot for Ryan Howard. She might not be the most experienced player, but she can certainly dig deep.
Screen by Citron. Pass to Iriafen. Nails it!
The defender a little hesitant to get in her way as she burst to the hoop. I'm not sure what was going on there.
And the dream call time here. Outside Howard, outside Canada. Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good! And she has brought them within 2 points.
That's just a huge shot from Howard, coming alive when her team needs her the most.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a little bit here.
Probably a smart move. Be calm, be patient.
Now here's Iriafen. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, they need every bucket they can get here.
They're still alive, but they better execute every trip down the floor or their chances aren't looking too good.
And they foul intentionally, and they're going to have to do it again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
Nope, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
And that's an intentional foul.
Shoot 2.
As she doesn't get the first one to fall, really trying to focus now on the second. And she ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. To Howard. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Few players make interior scoring look as effortless as Ryan Howard does. He has got just such a fluid offensive game.
Shoot 2.
She drops the first one, and that will put them up 2. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt here.
And the dream call time here.
There's still time left, so they don't necessarily need to go for the 3. If they can get an easy bucket inside.
I'm not so sure. There's not a whole lot of time to play around with. I think they look for the 3 and try to tie this thing up.
Yeah, you could do that. I think the quick 2 might be the better play. Let's see what they do.
Three from Alicia Gray. Bullseye! Nails it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Yeah, she's one of the main reasons this game is tied up, and I would say she's done her part to keep them in it.
Outside Citron.
Oh, had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Regulation has ended, and we are headed to overtime. And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily. And what great competition we are seeing tonight. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we will now see how these next few minutes of basketball pans out. Outside Canada. Outside Howard. To take the lead. The Mystics pull it in.
Pass to Iriafen. Here's Onion Wade.
Guarded by Howard.
Outside Citron. Iriafen.
Guarded by Canada. 4 on the clock.
Onion Wade.
Howard with the steal. Goes outside. Left side Howard. Launches it.
And it's Iriafen with the rebound.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in.
It's Sonia Citron on the wing. Iriafen a screen. Citron for 3.
The shot, no good. A chance here to retake the lead.
Showing that intensity in these last few minutes.
Back to Reese.
To take the lead. Gray.
That one falls. A great assist by Angel Reese.
Immediately looking to find the open teammate when she kind of felt the double team on her.
Outside Citron. Pass to Iriafen.
And she drops in the layup off glass.
They'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can make.
Atlanta leading. Just about 2 minutes into the overtime period. What a game.
A 3 from Alicia Gray. They grab their own miss.
Yep, that goes.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
On the wing, Kiki Iriafen.
Three-pointer. And the 3-ball is good.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Howard with the ball. Pass to Gray. Now Canada.
Reese. Onion Wade covering. On the wing, Ryan Howard.
6 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good.
Here's Iriafen.
And what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played here in overtime.
They have to start bringing the double team on her.
Definitely. I would have already sort of expected to see that.
She's the player you want at the charity stripe in that situation. I got no doubt about that.
Here's Howard. Buries it! And that shot brings them within just 1.
So talented. She can make plays like that in her sleep, guys.
Inside.
Iriafen.
And it falls!
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the dream call time here. And here's Canada. To the middle. Here's Jones.
And it's Iriefin with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Shot clock at 5. And it's Atlanta with the rebound.
No secret here. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to go to another overtime.
For 3, Jordan Canada.
No good from three-point territory. And they go to the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. And that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Atlanta calls timeout.
They not only need to draw up a score here, but a quick one.
And once they get that quick strike, there has to be an immediate foul.
Yeah, Brian, they can't waste any time.
Here's Gray. Long range from the inbound. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Great communication between teammates there.
Washington calls timeout. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game. So it's the Mystics taking the W in what was a close one. They escape with the victory, although they needed a few extra minutes to get it.
And what a great game. Both teams giving it everything they had. But when it came to the overtime period, it was all about just sheer determination.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.